Let's move towards our unit number 15, which is Pythagoras theorem. And in this chapter you will also learn about theorems related to Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem states that hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, and you know that this Pythagoras theorem is only applicable to right angle triangles having 90-degree angle. Okay, this is the 90-degree angle. If a triangle is a right angle triangle, then you can apply Pythagoras theorem. So now let's take a look on the theorem number 1, which is, in a right angled triangle, the square of the length of hypotenuse. We have to take the square of the length of hypotenuse, which is equal to the sum of the squares of the length of the other two sides. It means it is basically the statement of Pythagoras theorem which they are asking us to prove. In a right angle triangle means a triangle having 90-degree angle, the square of the length of hypotenuse. This side is called hypotenuse, opposite to 90-degree angle. The square of this side is equal to the sum of the squares of the length of the other two sides, is equal to the square of this side and the square of this side, and you have to add both these sides length square. Okay, so here we have our theorem number 1 statement, and the corresponding figures are drawn, which is, you can see this is your right angle triangle, and here they have draw another line which is perpendicular on BA line. This is the CD line, and you see that this is your one triangle, this is your two triangles, and here is the angle of 90 degree. So they have drawn this right angle triangle here by inverting it. C is point here, D is point here, A is point here. They invert the triangle and draw it like this. A points come here, D becomes from here to move here, and C becomes on the top, and here is your 90-degree angle. It comes to this point D. The angle at A point is this angle, and the angle at C point is marked with double lines, so here it comes there. Again, look at the figure. This is your right angle triangle, a big right angle triangle, BCA. They half it and divide into two right angle triangles. One is DCA, so they draw it by turning this right angle triangle like this way. This side comes to the lower end and this side goes to the upside of the upside. Okay, so here we have, and the next triangle, this is DBC. We again draw it. This is your right angle triangle, it moves here. You have to draw it like this. Take these sides D and C vertices and rotate it like this, and you will get DC here, and C moves upward. So this is your both the right angle triangles. The side opposite to B is labeled as B, small b. A opposite small a. Vertex C opposite side labeled as small c. And because it is divided into two further, so D to A is called X and D to B is called Y, and this CD is labeled as small h. So our given is triangle ABC, which is a right angle triangle, and in which measurement angle C is of 90 degree, and measurement BC is equal to small a, measurement AC is equals to small b, and measurement AB is equals to small c. Okay ji, now let's move towards what we have to prove. We have to prove the hypotenuse square is equals to the sum of the other sides squares. Basically it's the Pythagoras theorem which you have to prove. Now what we have to do, we have to draw some construction Draw CD perpendicular from C on AB, which I have told you that you have to draw this CD perpendicular to AB. Okay. Let CD is equals to H. The labeling which we do in the figure, you have to write it here. AB is equals to AD is equals to X, BD is equals to Y. Line segment CD splits the triangle ABC into two triangles ADC and BDC, which are separately shown in the figure, second A and second B. Here again, see, this is your second A and second B. These are the two figures which they have drawn from here to here, so that you can see it clearly. Okay. Now first of all, you have to take correspondence of triangle ADC with triangle ACB. ADC with ACB. First triangle, you have to take the correspondence of this first triangle with this second A. Then you have to take the correspondence of first triangle, this bigger triangle, with this smaller triangle. Okay. Compare first these two triangles, then you have to compare these two triangles. In their correspondence, we can see angle A is congruent to angle A self. Angle ADC is congruent to angle ACB because it's the construction, and given each angle is of 90 degree. The next thing we can see, measurement angle C is congruent to measurement angle B because angle B and angle C complements of angle A. You can see here angle C, this angle C is congruent to angle A. Angle C is congruent to angle B. These two angles are congruent because they are the complements of angle A. Here we can see this is your angle A and this comes in the front of this, and here A, it comes in the front of this. So C is in the front of A and B is also in the front of A in case of this bigger triangle or in case of this smaller triangle. Okay, so these three things we can see in both the triangles are congruent, so both the triangles are similar. This sign is of similar. Next, X over B is equals to B over C. What is the reason? Measure of the corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. This is the property of similar triangles, that their sides, corresponding sides, are proportional. Okay, so from here we can see by here B is dividing, when it goes to the side it will be multiplied, and your form become this: X is equals to B square, B multiplied by B over C, it becomes B square over C. Label it as equation number 1. Now again in triangle BDC, you have to take correspondence with triangle BCA. You have to take the correspondence of this smaller triangle with the larger triangle. Angle B is congruent to angle B, common. Angle BDC is congruent to angle BCA, construction. Same, the reasons here are here again. Angle C is congruent to angle A because they are complements of angle B. It means both the two triangles are similar, and similarity property is corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. Y over A is equals to A over C. These are the sides. So Y is equals to A square over C. Equation number 1, equation number 2. But we know that Y plus X is equals to C. Let's move towards the figure. You can see this whole C is equals to Y plus X. You will get C. So here we write Y plus X is equals to C. This is your X, this is your Y. Put both Y plus X here. Y A square over C plus X B square over C. Add both of them is equals to C. When you add both of them, it becomes A square over B square. Here it becomes C single A square plus B square is equals to C. C is dividing, when it goes to the side it will be multiply. C square is equals to A square plus B square. So here we have, this is our solution, and this is our theorem which is proved. You have to prove this: hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. This theorem is the proof of Pythagoras theorem. Okay, let's move towards our theorem number 2, which is the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Converse means opposite, उलट. जो चीज़ पहले गिवन थी, अब यहाँ पे आपने वो चीज़ आपने प्रूफ करनी होगी, और जो चीज़ पहले आपने प्रूफ की है वो आपको गिवन होगी. If the square of one side of a triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the triangle is a right-angled triangle. In the previous theorem, you have given a right-angled triangle and you have to prove this statement. But now you have to given with this statement: the square of one side of a triangle is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, then triangle is a right angle triangle. This is your question mark. This is your to prove. Here is your figure. Given is triangle ABC, in which measurement AB is equals to C, BC is equals to A, and measurement AC is equals to small b, such that A ka square plus B ka square is equals to C square. Pythagoras theorem. You have to prove triangle ACB is a right angle triangle. For this, the construction is: draw CD perpendicular to BC such that CD is congruent to CA. Join the points B and D. Look at the figure. You have to draw CD perpendicular to BC such that CD is congruent to CA. Join B and D. Now let's move towards our proof. Triangle DCB is a right angle triangle construction. Measurement BD ka whole square is equals to A square plus B square. BD, because it's the hypotenuse, 90 degree. This is your 90 degree angle, and the side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse. BD square is equals to A square this side plus B square. Pythagoras theorem. But we know that A square plus B square is equals to C square. It is in the given. It's mean A square B square is equals to C square. So it means that this BD ka whole square is equals to C square. Here we have. When BD ka whole square is equals to C square, it means simple BD is equals to C. Okay, taking square root on both sides. Now in triangle DCB, correspondence with the triangle ACB. DCB, this triangle, you have to take the correspondence with this triangle ACB. You will see CD is equals to CD, which is CA construction. CD is congruent to CA, which is construction. BC congruent to BC, common. DB congruent to AB, each side is equal to C. DB is equal to AB because it is equal to C, and this side is also equal to C. We have proof here. BD is equals to C. Measurement CD is congruent to CA, and BC is congruent to BC, and DB is congruent to AB. Each side is equals to C. In correspondence of these two triangles, we have proved three sides are congruent. So triangle DCB is congruent to triangle ACB, and this is side postulate. When this is a side postulate, so the corresponding angles of congruent triangle are also congruent. Angle DCB is congruent to angle ACB. But we know that measurement angle DCB is equals to 90 degree and measurement angle ACB is equals to 90 degree. Hence, the triangle ACB is a right angle triangle. Here is your proof, and we have proved it. The other thing which is important, you know that if A square plus B square is equals to C square, then the triangle is right, means right angle triangle. When A square plus B square is greater than c square, then the triangles is acute. Acute is, and when the triangle, when this property is proved, a square plus b square is less than c square, then your triangle is obtuse. Acute means having angle less than 90 degree, and obtuse mean more than 90 degree, greater than or more than 90 degree. Okay, so it is called obtuse. And right angle when a square plus b square is equals to c square. These 3 points are important, you have to keep it in mind. Okay, it comes in your questions as well as short answers. Here we have our question number 2, which is your review exercise question. Find the unknown value of each of following figures. This is your figure. You can see it is a right angle triangle. This side is given, this side is given, this is your unknown side. You have to find out this side. Let's do the question. I am doing the first part and the fourth part. The remaining 2 is your homework. You have to do them. They are supposed to come in your exams. Okay, so check it out. Here we have our question number 2 of review exercise 15. You have to find out the unknown using Pythagoras theorem. This is your 90 degree angle, and the side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse. Pythagoras theorem states that hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, what is your hypotenuse? Given x square is equals to base 3 square plus perpendicular 4 square. 3 square becomes 9, 4 square 16, and becomes 25. Here it is x square. We have to find out the x, so taking square root on both sides, square is cancelled out with this square root. X is equals to 5 centimeter. So your hypotenuse length is 5 centimeter. Here we have our solution of question number 1. Here we have our question number 4, which is this. Pythagoras theorem applying hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. Hypotenuse is this side, value is square root 2 square, base is this 1 square, plus perpendicular is unknown x square. Square is cancelled out with this square root. Here it is 2, 1 square 1 plus x square. You have to find out x square. Here it is 1. When it goes to the side, 2 minus 1 is equals to x square. 2 minus 1, 1 is equals to x square. We have to find only x. So taking square root on both sides. Square root 1 is equals to square root x square. Square is cancelled out with this square. So 1 centimeter is equals to x. This is your answer, and you have to find out this side, which is 1. I hope so you will understand. This is your question, and here is your chapter number 15.